children. Welcome to online class session 32. Previous session we discussed about globalization, history of globalization, trade and traders in South India. Today we are going to learn about globalization in India, new economic policy in India, multinational corporation growth, reason for the growth of MNC, advantages and disadvantages of MNC. First, globalization in India. In India, the period after 1980-81 was marked by severe balance of payment difficulties, mainly due to hike in oil price and Gulf War in 1990-91 and hostility in West Asia. When the new government took over in June 1991, India had unprecedented balance of payment crisis. The finance of central and state government had reached a situation of near bankruptcy. With the downgrading of India's credit rating by some international agencies, there was heavy flight of capital out of India. Since India lost its credit worthiness in the international market, the government mortgaged 40 tons of gold to the Bank of England. Under these circumstances, the government for 1991-92 presented its budget in July 1991 with a series of policy changes which underline globalization, liberalization and privatization. This has come to be called as India's new economic policy. These policies were strengthened when India signed the Dunkeld Draft in 1994. So reforms made to adopt globalization, that is new economic policy in India. According to new economic policy, there are many changes in the trade. Abolition of industrial licensing except for few industries. Reduction in number of industries reserved for public sector. Fixation of realistic exchange rate of rupee to exchange export of Indian goods. Foreign private sector by making rupee convertible on trade and reducing import duties. Foreign exchanges regulations were suitably amended. The statutory liquidity ratio was reduced to increase lending by RBI. So these are the major reforms of new economic policy in India. Next, the multinational corporation of India. What is multinational corporation? Multinational corporation is a corporate organization which owns or controls production of goods or services in at least one country other than its home country. Otherwise called multinational corporation, that is MNC. It is also called as transnational corporation or multinational enterprises. The evolution of MNC. Like East India Company, the multinational first entered as a trading company. Then they dominant politically in India. These multinational first started their activities in extractive industries or control raw materials. Then they slowly entered the manufacturing and service sectors. Most of the MNCs at present belong to four major exporting countries. They are USA, UK, France and Germany. But the largest is American company. There are 15 largest multinational corporations in India. Out of 15, 11 American multinational companies in India. In 1971, the American corporations held 52% of total world stock of foreign direct investment. Great Britain held 14.5%, followed by France 5%, and Federal Republic of Germany 4.4%, and Japan 2.7%. In 1969, the American multinationals alone produced approximately $140 billion worth of goods. The American multinational realized quite substantial returns to the extent of 34% in Asiatic countries and 22% in African countries. Then they acquire enormous power in host countries, which smoothens the free flow of funds across international boundaries. They purchase the best brain in these countries and resort to unfair practices. With their huge resources, the MNCs are able to invest in research, development, and exploit technological development to manufacture new product and discover new process. So these are the major evolution of MNCs in India. Next, the growth of MNC in India. A common form of MNC participation in Indian industry is through entering into cooperation with Indian industrialists. Trends of liberalization in the 1980s gave a substantial spur to foreign collaboration. This would be clear from the fact that of the total 12,760 foreign collaboration agreements in the 40 years between 1948 to 1988. As a result, liberalized foreign investment policy announced in July to August 1991 there has further spurt of foreign collaboration and increased flow of foreign direct investment. So likewise, MNCs growing into India. Next, the reason for the growth of MNC. Expansion of market territory, marketing superiority, financial superiority, technological superiority, product innovation. So these are the major reasons for MNC. First one, expansion of market territory. As the operation of large sized firm expand, it seeks more and more extension of its activates beyond the physical boundaries of the country in which it is incorporate. Second one, marketing superiority. A multinational firm enjoys a number of marketing superiority over the national firm. It enjoys market reputation and faces less difficulty in selling its product. It adopts more effective advertising and sales promotion techniques. Third, financial superiority. It has a financial resource and high level of fund utilization. It has easier access of external capital markets. Because of its international reputation, it is able to raise more international resources. Fourth one is technological superiority. The main reason why MNCs have been encouraged by the underdeveloped countries to participate in their industrial development is on account of technological superiority which these firms possess compared to the national companies. So technologically superior in India. Next, the product innovation. MNC have research and development engaged in the task of developing new product and superior designs of existing product. So these are the major reason for the growth of MNC. Expansion of market territory, marketing superiority, financial superiority, technological superiority, and product innovation. Next, advantage of MNC. producing the same quality of goods at lower cost and without transaction cost. MNC reduce prices and increase the purchasing power of consumer worldwide. A MNC is able to take advantage of tax variation, job growth in the local economics. So these are the major advantage of multinational companies. Next, disadvantage of MNC. They are a way for corporation to develop a monopoly for certain product. They are also detrimental effect on the environment. The introduction of MNC into a post-country economy may also lead to downfall of smaller local business. MNC breach ethical standards, accusing them of evading ethical laws and leveraging their business agenda with capital. So these are the major disadvantage of MNC. And the major multinational companies in India. Hero Motocar, its headquarters is New Delhi. Type of industry, automobile. Operating the country, Colombia, Bangladesh, Africa. Bajaj, Pune, automobile, United Arab Emirates, Bangladesh. TVS, Chennai, automobile, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Mexico, Peru. This is the operating countries. State Bank of India, Mumbai, banking, Australia, Bangladesh, Belgium. Bharati Airtel, New Delhi, communication, South Asia, Africa. Micromax Informatics, Electronics, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. Amul, Anand, Food Product, US, Thailand, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Japan. ONGC, Delhi, Fuel, Brazil, Colombia, Iran. Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, Hyderabad, Medical Laboratory, Brazil, Mexico, Jamaica. Infosys, Bengaluru, Software, America, Europe, Africa are the operating countries. So these are the major multinational companies in India. Next one, FERA. Foreign Exchange Regulation Act passed in 1974. This act referred directly to the operation of MNCs in India. Second one, FEMA. Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999. Under FEMA, the emphasis is on management rather than regulation, trade regulation. Third one, the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act 2010. FCRA. 2010 has been enacted by the Parliament to consolidate the law to regulate the acceptance and utilization of foreign contribution or foreign hospitality by certain individuals or associations or companies, and to prohibit acceptance and utilization of foreign contribution or foreign hospitality for any activities detrimental to national interest and for matters connected therewith or incidental thereto. The flow of foreign contribution to India is regulated under Foreign Contribution Regulation Act 2010, Foreign Contribution Regulation Rules 2011. So these are the major acts passed by the government to regulate the trade in worldwide. And so globalization in India, multinational corporations. So what is multinational corporation? It's a corporate organization which own or control production of goods and services at least one country or its home country. That's all for today's class. Thank you, children.